Hey, what's up guys? Chris McCarthy here with Jump Rope Fit, and this is your workout of the day. Now before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of these daily workouts. Also, I would love to send you a copy of my free daily workout plan. This workout plan contains over 200 workouts, and I have also included in my daily meal and nutrition plan in there as well. So just click the link down below or visit jumpropefit.com and I will mail you out a free copy of this guidebook. All right guys, let's get into today's workout, and it's going to be a 15-minute AMRAP. Now AMRAP is as many rounds, or stands for as many reps as possible within 15 minutes. So you're gonna set a clock for 15 minutes and we're gonna do a sequence of movements and we're gonna repeat those movements for a total of 15 minutes. Starts off with that jump rope. So I'm gonna head back here, grab my jump rope, and you're either going to do 60 single unders of the jump rope or 30 double unders of that jump rope. Now a single under is one rotation of that jump rope for every single jump. Looks like this. Always maintaining proper form here, guys. So keeping those feet together, jumping on the balls of our feet, slight bend in those knees, chest up, shoulders back. You notice my elbows are in close to my sides, and I'm rotating that rope just with my wrists, and my hands are slightly in front of my hips. Now we want to make sure we are rotating that rope just with those wrists. It's like a kind of a whipping motion. You don't want to have a lot of movement at the elbow joint or at the shoulder joint. Keep those elbows in really close to your sides. Rotate it just with your wrists. Now you're either going to do 60 double unders with the jump rope, or if you want to intensify the workout, you can do double unders, which is 2 rotations of that jump rope for every jump. Always maintaining the same proper form. Just on the double unders, you got to speed up the rope a little bit and you got to jump a little bit higher off the ground. Whichever you choose, you're either going to do those 60 single unders or the 30 double unders. Then we're going to move into 15 dumbbell push press. So I'm going to set my jump rope down and grab 2 dumbbells. I'm going to set those on the ground here for just a second here so we go over the movement standards of the dumbbell push press. Now the push press, you're going to start with the dumbbells in the front rack position, and then you're going to press them up overhead. But instead of doing just a strict press, we're going to do what's called a push press. So you're going to actually use the power and the strength of your lower body to initiate the movement of those dumbbells in that upright motion to get them up overhead. Now this will allow you to actually go a little bit heavier on the dumbbell weight because you're not relying strictly on your shoulders to then do a strict press overhead. So first off, you want to make sure you are getting in a nice squat stance. So you want to have your feet a little bit wider, well, just about hip, a little bit wider than hip width apart here. Toes tracking out slightly there. And what you're going to do is you're going to have those dumbbells in that front rack position, engage those shoulders, chest up. You're going to hinge at the waist and start to send that butt back. When you do that, your knees are going to go ahead and bend. Your knees are going to start to track out over your toes. You want to make sure that your knees are not caving inwards. So, but keeping that chest up the entire time. So you're going to do this little mini squat where you kind of load up your glutes, load up those hamstrings, and then you're going to explode, open up those hips, and using that momentum to then pop those dumbbells all the way up overhead. So you really want to make sure when you kind of pop open those hips and explode from the bottom, you are starting to press up because you want to use that momentum and that strength to get those dumbbells all the way up overhead. Once they're in the overhead position, you're going to bring them back down, and as they're coming down, you're going to immediately go into that little mini squat again, hinge at the waist, knees tracking out over those toes, and then you're going to repeat up and down. So you want it to be a nice fluid motion. So I'm going to grab these 2 dumbbells, get them in that front rack position. I'm going to hinge at the waist, send that butt back, bend slightly in the knees. Knees are going to track out over those toes, and we're going to pop, open up those hips, and press those dumbbells up overhead. Then I'm going to bring them down and right back into that little mini squat there. Knees are tracking out over those toes, chest up, shoulders back, press up. We're going to do 15 of these dumbbell push press. Like I said, you can go pretty heavy on these because you're not relying on just your shoulders to do them strict overhead. You're really utilizing the power and the strength of your lower body. So you're gonna do 15 of those. Then we're gonna move into 15 pull-ups. So you may have a pull-up bar like I have right here that's mounted to the wall. You might have a pull-up bar that's mounted in your doorway. I'll give you a couple modifications, but we'll start off with this right now. What we want to do is we want to have palms facing forward, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to go ahead and jump up on this bar, pull that chin up over the top, and then all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. You're going to do 15 of these pull-ups. Now, if you need to break those up into sets of 5s, a set of 10, 5, that's fine. However, if you are really struggling with unassisted pull-ups, a couple modifications you can do. You can wrap a band around that, then put a foot in that band, and it'll give you a little bit of assistance on there. You could also put a box or a bench in front of your pull-up bar and put one foot on there and just kind of guide you. Use that to kind of alleviate some of the pulling motion that you'll have to do on that pull-up. Also, if you happen to have a band that has handles on it, you could really mimic this just by throwing one handle up over the top of that. And then depending on the height of your bar, you might have to get into a kneeling position or even in a sitting position, because you want to make sure you can go for full extension on that band. And then what you do, palms facing forward, just like you're doing the pull-ups, you're going to pull down, squeeze, and this is really the same movement of those pull-ups. You're just utilizing the stretching and the strength of that band to engage your lats and do that pull-up motion. So whichever movement you choose, you're gonna go ahead and do 15 of those pull-ups. After that, now we're moving into the third exercise today, or the third strength training movement, which is gonna be 15 push-ups. So simply in a plank position here, you're gonna put your hands on the ground, make sure that your shoulders and elbows are in line with your wrists, so a nice vertical line right here. You're gonna go ahead and kick those legs back into a plank position, feet are together, making sure you're not sagging your hips down or piking your hips up. And then you're gonna press down into that push-up position, keeping the elbows in close to your sides, plank the full time, chest touches the ground, press out of that through the floor all the way to full extension, all the way down, all the way up. And you're gonna do 15 of these push-ups, making sure, keeping those elbows right in close to your sides. We're not going out like this. So keep those elbows close to your sides, do 15 of those. If you have to modify those, you can go ahead and do those push-ups from your knees. Once you've completed 15 of those push-ups, that completes one round of this workout. And like I said, you're just gonna keep repeating that same sequence of movements for a total of 15 minutes. All right, guys, that is today's workout of the day. Hope you enjoyed this workout. As always, hit up the comment section down below. Let me know what else you want to see, and I'll do my best to bring it to you. Also, don't forget, if you want me to mail you out a copy of my free daily workout guidebook and my nutrition plan in there, just visit jumpropefit.com and I will mail you out a copy of that. All right, guys, thanks for the support here, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow in the Jump Rope Fit gym.